we've all seen Steve Irwin. We've all seen Jeff Corwin. Like, elephants don't fuck about.
Mm-hmm.
You look at them wrong and they will charge you.
Oh, yeah. And somehow, the cutest, absolutely the most adorable animal in the entire movie is the baby elephant.
God, it's been so long since I've seen it. I barely remember. I do
It's
remember.
just the fumbling footsteps.
Right?
While they're marching. It's like, that means stop. I'm like, that is so fracking cute. But it has the highest death toll next to the hippo.
Right.
Which is a higher death count than sharks.
Dude, sharks, like, my wife's like crazy into sharks. Like, she, like, every year she at least tries to find a shark calendar for her work.
Did not expect that. After seeing her, did not expect that.
Dude, so for her birthday when I proposed, I had like a shark tooth collection, and I also had included with it a megalodon tooth.
Nice.
Like, the day before I proposed, I gave it to her. She was pissing herself with excitement over this tooth. Like, oh my God, it's a megalodon! Like I said, she absolutely just loves sharks. When Shark Week rolls around,
full on paleontologist moment.
Pretty much, like when Shark Week rolls around in our house on Discovery Channel, nothing else matters. She looks at me dead set. She goes, "We're watching that." I'm like, "Yes, dear." I get it. I mean, like, again, like I said, I'm super into dinosaurs, and like I said, and there are times we'll be watching something like with dinosaurs in it. And I look at her, I'm like, "Are you sure you want to watch?" She goes, "Yeah, this is really fascinating." But yeah, like her and sharks, like her knowledge of them is like super fascinating.
Yeah.
Like, you know,
I'm sorry. So my brain does weird things, and it's all in the name of comedy. It's completely subconscious. I have no control over this. So you'd mentioned that, like, when Shark Week rolls around, nothing else matters.
Yeah.
And my brain immediately was like, so close, no matter how far. Couldn't be much more from the heart.
Nothing else matters.
Because I'm a shark. Like, I don't know. Like, my brain parodies stuff all the time. And it's literally just from, like, listening to other people talk.
Yeah.
And then in the back of my head, my brain's doing this. Almost in a mocking fashion. Like, let's see if we can make this guy laugh during a really serious conversation. And then I'm gonna eat you because...
But like,
it's Shark Week and I'm the star.
So like her thing is like she gets, like I said, I was talking about how she's very empathetic and stuff. Like, when it comes to like the mass killing of sharks, or like, you know, killing of sharks for shark fin soup, or just, you know, the backlash of the movie Jaws, you know, she gets very upset by it. Like, you know, she wants to reiterate, like, she was like, sharks are not killing machines. Like, you know, in fact, most shark attacks are the result of investigative bites.
Yeah.
Because like I said, because they don't, when something lands in the water, they can't really tell what it is. You know, if it's a food source, if it's fit, you know. So what they do is they try to bite it to find out if it's food or not. Unfortunately, with sharks having, you know, one of the most powerful jaws in nature, an investigative, like, little nibble is your calf muscle gone.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. So she tries to reiterate to people, like, you know, sharks aren't monsters. They're not out to actively hunt. In fact, I think I learned recently, like, you're actually more likely to get killed by a falling coconut than by a shark.
Yeah, statistically.
Yeah, so I mean, I get it, but
I think it's, I might be backwards on this, but I think it's there are more fatal plane crashes than fatal shark attacks.
Yes.
I think.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's what it was.
Yeah.
It was something crazy like that.
So, but again, going back to what you were talking about with elephants and especially hippos. Hippos scare the shit out of me.
I like to nickname hippos whiny skull crushers.
Seriously, if you ever just like see footage of a hippo, like when it's on the verge of like attacking you, it's terrifying.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Because here's the thing too. Everyone goes like, oh, hippos are so fucking fat. And it's like no. Hippos are 3 tons of just solid muscle. It is all muscle. That's why hippos can't swim. They actually just walk on the bottom they water walk, you know, because they can't actually physically, because they're so dense, they sink. So whenever you see them like in rivers and stuff like that, they're actually walking along the bottom. But the fact that they can dive underwater, run underwater, and capsize kayaks, boats, and have the potential to snap you in half just because a hippo looked at you funny. Like, I don't fuck with hippos. And learning that on Animal Planet growing up, maybe not want to go to Africa.
No, I would rather box a crocagator.
Crocagator?
There are two things on this planet that I don't mess with. Those bears and hippos.
Oh, yeah.
Because, like, bears and hippos are similar, but they're terrifying for exact opposite reasons.
Right.
Because a hippo, you're not safe anywhere on land or in the water.
They can outrun you.
Yep. Bears, equally as bad. Because they can go up, too.
Yeah.
You think you're good in a tree? You're not. You ever see the movie Cocaine Bear?
Yeah, the one guy's like, oh, I'm up in a tree. I'm saying, bro, they fucking climb.
And quick.
Yes.
They climb quick.
They don't climb trees. They haul it up trees.
Yes. Which, by the way, I do want to say, Cocaine Bear is a movie that I will never be able to consciously ruin on purpose.
I get it.
It's become a favorite of mine.
I have yet to see it, but it's on my list for sure.
Yeah, that's my big one. Was like, as far as like animated Disney films, is like, I hate to knock it, but like, yeah, nothing eats Mowgli. Like,
right?
How?
It doesn't even have to eat Mowgli, but the fact that he doesn't succumb to nature, like it's the jungle. He doesn't get like a disease at all. From that comes from living in the jungle. He doesn't get bitten by something that's highly venomous.
It brings up I have so many questions. So many questions. I just don't. It's one of those movies that you watch, you just don't like collectively or consciously think about it until it's over.
Right.
And you're like, 70 to 80 foot anacondic serpentine of some description with hypnovision.
You're right.
Has not consumed this child yet.
He's tried, but usually another animal that has the potential to kill and eat Mowgli saves him for some reason. So yeah,
Don't eat this child of the trees.
Again, I am not fun at parties.
Because I know, like, you've brought up that you have qualms with certain Disney films as well.
Yes.
And yours are way funnier than mine.
But here's my absolute biggest one. And usually the people that, like, will rebuttal me are usually women who grew up fantasizing about, being, finding their true love, their Prince Charming. It's like, here's my biggest Disney princess issue. Cinderella.
Yeah.
I have so many problems with that one. So many.
Well, the shoe fits.
That's the thing. If only the glass slipper fits her, why the fuck did it fall off to begin with?
It's the only logical response that I can come up with this is, you bad at running.
Well, again, they are high heels. You know anyone that can run well in high heels other than Bryce Dallas Howard in Jurassic World?
Fair point.
But here's my thing. So the slipper falls off, and that's a whole different story. Again, I asked my wife, like, if it only fits her, why'd it fall off? She goes, fucking stop. Just stop. Please. Do not ruin this for our daughter. I'm like, I promise I won't ruin it for her. I'm getting it all out now before she can comprehend.
However, I will ruin it for you.
Exactly. So my next big one is, so the prince comes across this shoe. The next day, looks at his butler. He's like, I got to find this woman. I just got to find her, We had a lovely evening. I want to marry her. And it's like, the butler's like, okay, great. What does she look like? I don't know. Your Highness, didn't you, like, dance with her, like, most of the evening? And you looked at each other, longingly, and, while in the background, this is love, played in the background. He's like, yeah, and? You have no idea what this chick looks like.
I love how it's like the comparison's full on like Team 4 Star's version of Vegeta. It's like, what's she look like? I don't know.
But again, like, what's she look like? I don't know.